Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the City Skylines Let's Play. I believe first thing on the menu today is power. We need more power. Go ahead and unpause the game and get going here. Alright, definitely. I hate doing this. I don't know, should we put that right next to the farming area? We might kill all their plants. I don't think it's gonna mess with it too much. Go ahead and plop that down. Power should not be an issue for quite a while now. But I believe, yeah, no, we're moving pretty good here. Slowly we're getting more demand for the industrial side of things. Traffic's still moving nicely through here. But I think that's what we're going to mainly focus on today, is starting to zone out areas for mainly traffic. We're gonna have to figure out some traffic things here. So the basics of how City Skylines work is, so currently I'm gonna pull up the zones here. We see that the way that we're planning out this city so far is the industry on the far left, the commercial is kind of in the middle, and the residential side is taking up the far right side. Now the people themselves are going to come from their homes to go shopping, but they're also going to have to go to work, and they work in the industrial zones, and some work in the commercial, but majority of them work in the industrial zone here. Now the industrial zone is also constantly taking in goods from our highway system here, but they're also constantly exporting. So the industrial zone pretty much sees the largest flow of traffic, and the residential zone sees pretty much the smallest amount. It's just mainly people either going to work or coming back, which you would think they would see a lot more, but there's actually a lot of people walk. As you can see them, a lot of people that will walk to the shopping areas. And later in the game we'll get the public transportation, and we'll definitely set up some public transportation routes, but my main issue is we only have one direct highway access. That is not the way you want to have your city set up. Preferably, you want to have the highway running through your city. That'll just make the traffic flow so much easier. So, as I was saying in probably episode 1 or 2, all of this area is subject to change. And, oh yes, perfect. This is big. This is really big. You can see we just unlocked all these intersections, mainly the highways, a few new buildings, the cemeteries, the tollway, or the toll booths. We unlocked the bus depot. This is Boomtown is a pretty major stepping stone in terms of our city here. We're also able to unlock a new square, so we need to kind of think about how we're gonna zone this out, because we could unlock this square, any one of these squares here. We'll probably end up unlocking one of these top two here, because I want to get to this shoreline, start focusing on the rail city that'll be built here. But yeah, definitely on today's episode, we're gonna fix this highway situation, make our roads a little bit nicer, upgrade a few here. Alrighty, so let's get started. And we do have $45,000, which is quite a bit here, but the highways, as you can see, they cost 70 a sell compared to one of these, which only cost 40. Now you can upgrade them, and I'm not 100% sure if it's cheaper to just, buy the highway outright or start small and upgrade. But it looks like our highway system's actually gonna end up coming through and connecting over here somehow. So let's see what we can do here. I think first order of business is to extend this up. And you can, using the page up and down, you can elevate or build tunnels. Now for my personal preference on the highways, I like to keep them elevated. I just think it looks a little nicer. So let's see. Go ahead and plop that down. See, these people, they're going to be unhappy with us for a while, but it's not really of my concern. And go ahead and take the curved road out here. See what all we can do. This is usually a little bit finicky, as it's got to be placed right next to the road like that. And then yeah, that just looks funny though. We'll just shoot that. I don't like that. I don't like that curve. We're gonna redo that. Redo this whole thing. Okay. So you to bam. And we'll page up it. So we got an elevation here. We're gonna keep this just one elevation level. Run that through. Now we could drop it down to ground level and run it through. And we kind of need to decide that now. If we keep it elevated, we can zone all that out to commercial though. So we'll take it, we're gonna take it up a step higher actually. And we're gonna run it like so. It's okay if we get rid of these power lines because we got the connections up here. So we'll connect like that. And we're going to end up just running this basically. Get the curve tool out here. So we can make this look a little bit nicer. Running that up through there for now. That's perfectly fine. So we got the entrance to the highway here. It's going to come up, just basically non-stop go through here. We can always juncture off of this, which is the beautiful, beautiful thing about this. So we also said our industry area is growing. Just try and keep, this is all going to be our industry. Unfortunately, I placed that landfill in a pretty crappy spot. So we're just going to go like so. And using our drop down menu, basically gonna follow the outline of this. Doesn't have to be totally exact, but closer the better. Perfect. So that's gonna work out nicely. This will all end up getting zoned industrial, and we'll go ahead and upgrade this road. Since we're gonna probably see a very high influx of traffic through here, I'm gonna keep this as a 4-lane road. And we'll just go probably like that. Try and get the most use out of our limited space here. And that'll be good. And we'll just upgrade now all of these roads to 4-lane roads. Kind of unnecessary at this step, but it will prevent us from having to destroy future industry areas that get built up here. Now, we can get our zoning on here. Go ahead and just zone all of this up into industry. This area is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely busy. And we're going to have to definitely keep that into consideration. Now, what I'm doing, yeah, see, that's the issue. This road, unfortunately, sorry people, that road has to go. You can see how quickly all of our money dropped. I didn't check to see what we were at beforehand, but I know we were not at 23,000. So that's the highway. We'll go ahead and continue on with the highway, actually. Oops. Alright. Now is when we're going to go ahead and drop it down to ground level here. Do it right there. Perfect. Okay. So, just to keep up with the high demand that I know that this area is going to produce, we can split off. So this is the highway coming in. We need an outside connection here. I know. Everyone wants me to do everything. Cool, that's good. That's all good. Looks like we're having a little bit of issue with fire coverage here. I don't understand why. We have really good fire coverage, except for down here. I'm not too worried about that. All these power lines can just go. Alright, now we need to figure out our ground port connections. What we're going to end up doing here is what's that zoned as. Yeah. So this area is going to see a lot of traffic moving through it. So we're going to gradually take this and split that off and turn it into a highway juncture. And what I need to do is use the road upgrade tool. Oops, I'm sorry. Wrong button. Bam. Cool. Alright. Now, what I might end up doing is making this a one-way road. That way it just really increases the flow of traffic going out from our industrial area. We'll see how that works. But for now, we need to kind of splinter off of this main highway so people can access more important parts of the cities. Oh, they can split off there. I don't understand what they're doing here. Okay. So here is the beauty of the traffic manager mod. You can either use this lane tool to tell them not to turn, but for some reason they're turning in this middle lane except for the far right lane. So to fix that, I'm going to use the actual lane tool here. So this lane, you are allowed to turn there and only there can you turn. In these other lanes, you have to go straight. So everyone who's wanting to turn into the city that's residential, or pretty much everyone I guess at the moment, will be using just this right lane. Now to cut down on the trucks going through here, and actually we're going to eliminate them. We're going to restrict them from being able to turn on this street. So no trucks of the industry will turn onto this street. Only residential, garbage, buses, public service, that sort of stuff. Now we do have to give the industry guys a chance to get off of the highway. So that's what we're going to focus on now. I'm going to splinter off using the curved road here, because they're my favorite roads. And figure out how we want this. Perfect. So now our guys from the industry cannot turn off at this exit. You can see there are no industry trucks. These are commercial trucks. Everyone who's industry, like this box truck here, we can click on him and see where he's going. He's going to come up here. He's going to come around. This guy's actually resident or commercial. He's importing goods to our commercial guys here. But you'll see all the heavier trucks are all going up here. Do we have an issue with water? We do already. Wow. We need more water production. That's actually kind of surprising. Go ahead and throw that down. While we're at it, plop down a new sewage guy. So you can see that water demand is going to go away. There's still a lot of guys coming up through here, which we got to kind of worry about, but we got the main highway kind of on its first setup here. And you know what? I am going to turn, I don't know if I have the option. I do. Perfect. This road is going to be specifically one way only. Just going to upgrade all of that. And they are going the way I want. So traffic can only flow this way now, which is going to congest this area a little bit more, but I'm not too worried about it. And we are actually out of time for this episode, guys. I will see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.